Hello, Temple listeners. Welcome to the Nourish Life, your regular dose of practical wisdom and gentle encouragement on your journey towards a healthier, happier life. I'm your host, Nomsa Mokwena, a registered dietitian, passionate about helping you cultivate a positive relationship with food. All right, so with carcinogens, that's such a big word, and most often it's such a scary term because carcinogens are cancer-forming cells. A lot of the time with cancer-forming cells, there's so much scares on the internet about this causing cancer cells, this forming cancer in your body. So it is understandable that all of this can become overwhelming, like plastic, non-stick pans, drying. So all of those unfortunately do carry some risks for carcinogens. So it's not necessarily to say you should never use plastic. Plastic is heat sensitive, so just making sure that you don't use it in relation to heat, like plastic containers in the microwave, plastic cooking utensils, also plastic chopping boards. Those can be problematic. But when looking at dry meat, we all know it's almost time for everyone's favorite season where you're frying consistently. So going into December, or while you're in December, in January, where you just want to have meat on the grill, it's important to remember a few tips on how to actually ensure that you limit your toxin risk exposure. The reason drying can cause toxins is because of that contact with the flame. Whenever meat comes into direct contact with flame, or whenever some of the fat from the meat melts into the fire, that can cause contaminants or toxins to form in the meat. So with red meat, make sure that you marinate it with a bit of acid, so lemon juice or vinegar. That will tenderize it to ensure that this also applies to chicken and fish if you put that on the grill. It tenderizes it so less toxins can form. It's easier for your body to break down whatever was formed, and it carries less of a risk. So sprinkling some lemon juice or vinegar with the spices and herbs that you normally would, putting that aside for me, hopefully in the fridge, because meat is something that if you're defrosting or marinating it, have it covered and put in the fridge. That carries a much lower risk of leading to contaminants, so even food poisoning. So cover meat after marinating it just to limit that. And so the acid can help reduce toxins. Another important tip, this is especially for red meat, medium at most when cooking. So rare to medium for steaks helps make sure that less time spent on the grill means less toxins can form. But obviously you can't do that with chicken or fish. So just ensure that with those options you are marinating it and letting it sit. That will also help enrich the flavors. So the chicken will be more tender, juicier, while still actually being lower risk for toxins forming. With the red meat, again, if you don't enjoy rare and you want your steak to be fully cooked, that's still perfectly fine. Just make sure you are marinating it, or cut it into smaller pieces. If let's say you're grilling it for a child and your child doesn't like rare or medium steaks, cut them into smaller pieces. Again, same thing applies. Less time spent on the grill helps make sure that you are reducing your exposure overall. When it comes to just to touch back on the plastic again, plastic is more of a problem in relation to heat. So when you're using a plastic plate to serve your food or to serve food to your kids, or plastic lunch boxes, they carry less of a risk, especially if your lunchbox is kept in like a cooler bag. But if your lunchbox is something that it's not heat specific, so you can keep it in the hot car, especially if it's a water bottle as well. If you keep these in a hot car, then glass would be a better container to lean towards. It's heavier, unfortunately, but it does carry a lower risk, so that can be a better option for you. Or those silicone sandwich bags. Silicone, like I said, is less heat sensitive. So with kids, obviously you can't give your child glass lunchbox. So silicone Ziploc bags would be a good option to try and make sure that you're limiting that toxin exposure, because as you are definitely braaiing or preparing your lunch boxes, sometimes you do get overwhelmed with all the information. So you'd be touching one thing and then someone would tell you, oh, cancer cells can form. You'd be touching something else and it's the same thing. You feel like you can't eat anything, you can't touch anything, you can't use anything, and it is honestly so overwhelming. So it's always important to make sure that while trying to limit your risk for exposure to cancer cells, you aren't in the long run negatively affecting your peace of mind, because you can't be everywhere you go figuring out, okay, does this have plastic, does this have how was this prepared, just because you're trying to limit that, because it's not sustainable, unfortunately. And as much as it's not just about you don't want to annoy the people around you, you just also don't want to overwhelm your brain consistently. So do take that with caution. Try as far as you can to limit your exposure, but give your body some grace as well. Your body does know how to detoxify. It may be slower than normal for some people, but your body does still know how to do the job. So it's mainly about ensuring that if you do need assistance, then you do consider supplements like zeolite, DIM. Those do help with detoxification, and NAC. But if your body naturally does, if you're not immune compromised, if you don't have a chronic condition where your body's functionality of your organs are reduced, especially your liver, then cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, rocket, kale, those can help support detoxification because they can help pull toxins out of your body. And just to go back to the braai meat, this also does include open flame grilled. So you know how when you go to flame grilled restaurants, the meat is grilled on a fire. This isn't just you having a braai at home. You have to remember, with flame grilled restaurants, they do also carry the risk. And because at a restaurant you can't really tell them how to marinate their steaks or chicken, it's important to make sure that you do have variety in the options you pick. So it can't always be flame grilled, well done steaks the whole time. Sometimes order chicken, because with chicken they do marinate it. If you know that the restaurant where you get your chicken is quite tender, it means that they do marinate it. But if the chicken is dry, then unfortunately it means that they just take it from the package, defrost, put it on the grill, and that's that. So tender chicken has been marinated. So that does always carry some benefit. What you can also do is, if you order, let's say you're at a restaurant, you order flame grilled steak, try to order a side salad or something that has rocket. Rocket, like I said, is cruciferous. It can help your body pull toxins out. So having that can help make sure that you help your body to detoxify. Relying on things like charcoal, it can help, but just make sure that you're not someone who's taking medication, because charcoal helps with pulling medication out of your, or drugs out of your system as well. So it's in hospitals, it's often given or sometimes given to drug overdose or poisoning patients who've been poisoned. So it is something that is effective for that. So the last thing you want is to be taking your medication and then taking activated charcoal, because then it would reduce the efficiency of your medication. And then if anything goes wrong, you're wondering why, because you've been taking medication. Interactions between drugs is always important to consider. So with anything that you're taking, try to make sure you speak to your doctor to see if what you're currently on, so medication wise, won't interfere with what you're trying to take as a supplement. Relying on just AI won't always help, because you would you tell AI what it needs to know. Your doctor knows what they need to know. So with AI, you don't always know what information is relevant, what isn't. So your AI would generate an answer based off the information given. With your doctor, they can review your blood results, they can review everything and put that into a more concise answer that's tailored to you, your lifestyle, your medical regimen, all of that. So rather speak to your doctor instead of just consulting your AI to figure out if supplementation would be advisable for you. If you're not on medication and your blood tests have shown everything is working normally, then you can take something like NAC or DIM to help with detoxification in your system. If today's topic resonated with you, please do leave a comment on our social media pages, just sharing your experience, how you've overcome certain things, and remember to tag us if you decide to share a post. And always remember to go on your Bestmed Temple website and also on the social media pages just for more tips and guidance on how to improve your diet, improve your wellness journey, improve your physical health. So all of that is available on the website, and enjoy your perks.